Headmaster Smith and Mrs. Smith, Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, administrators and staff, fellow proud parents, squirming siblings, devoted family and friends, and above all, gentlemen of the class 2012, congratulations. I'm honored and grateful to briefly share this seminal moment in your lives. My son Francesco is sitting among you graduating today from this special place, which makes this moment all the more meaningful to me. Now, some of you might be wondering, who's this guy? Why is up there? What does he have to say to me that is worth these 10 minutes? I'm not a world leader or a politician. I'm not a movie star. I'm not a world-class athlete or musician. I'm not even American. Rather, I'm Italian. I'm a husband and a father. And I am a businessman who belonged to a generation that went to school and studied hard to land jobs that would guarantee money, security, and status. I come from a generation that believed a successful life was defined by the heft of our bank accounts. Like you, I was well educated. After getting my undergraduate and graduate degrees, I entered the banking sector in Italy, where I worked hard, where I rose through the ranks, where I later held positions that, by my generation's standards, defined me as a success. Well, I'm here to tell you that our generation definition of success was wrong. I found it out the hard way. Life has a funny way of reminding you that no one and nothing is bulletproof. That success doesn't spare you from anything. When a serious illness became an unwelcome guest in my family's home, I stopped working for more than a year to do something I had done in a long while. I got a life. I really spent time with my wife Brunella and my children. We came together and stayed close. We drew on our faith, we held on, and eventually we held, thank God. It was by far the most difficult time in my life, but it was also one that forced me to slow down and see that life is the best gift ever, and I have no business taking it for granted. I realized that they care so deeply about life's goodness that they want to spread it around. That realization charted a new, more meaningful course for me. It led me to devote more of my time to the Jesuit Missionary Foundation in Italy, where I found myself surrounded by smart people motivated to do good in the world. 10 years ago, it started taking me to Burkina Faso, a landlocked French-speaking country in West Africa that the United Nations has rated the third poorest in the world. The Burkinabe people live hard lives, often shortened by poor sanitation and infectious diseases. Only the fortunate few receive a formal education. I first went to survey a dam that we funded, later followed by a series of wells that were designed to prevent the spread of infectious disease. During my time in Burkina Faso, I learned that the locals were trying to build a school nearby. In a country where only 17% of young men your age attend school, our foundation saw this as an opportunity to do good. It helped me to understand that education is a precious and powerful privilege that all parents everywhere aspire to for their children. We built that school, and I'm told that it's the largest in the country that specializes in teaching agriculture. And though the Domenico Mennillo Agricultural School is only one building, it's the beginning of something for many. We named the school after my father, who told me that education is the most powerful weapon we have. It was that experience that taught me the real meaning of success. In 280 before Christ, Roman consul Appius Claudius Cecus said, "Faber est sue quisque fortune." Everyone is the artisan of his or her own life. Do I have that right, Mrs. Person? Gentlemen, you are the architects of your life's work. You define your success. And by success, I'm no longer talking about next generation definition of it. You see, the idea of success is changing. It's moving beyond money and status. Its true value is far greater than any paycheck and far more meaningful than any status you can achieve. You are setting out into the world at a time when keen and compassionate thinkers and doers are needed more than ever before in our lifetime. Our modern challenges are complex. As you began your freshman year at Trinity-Pawling 4 years ago, the global financial crisis began to take hold and hasn't loosened its grip. People are losing their job and businesses, and families their homes, while 900 million people continue to live in poverty around the world. Here in the United States alone, 46.2 million Americans are living below the poverty line, with over 16 million children living in dire need. Now, we cannot lose sight that we are fortunate to live in a peaceful, democratic society that gives us the freedom to chart the course of our own lives. But for us to do this, we also need strong government to help cultivate the just environment in which we can thrive. More than ever before in the history of our global society, it is incumbent upon our political leaders to bring about meaningful change through non-partisan public policies that tackle the critical issues of our time. This is a situation that must change. It can only do so through the development of new global leadership models that will serve the interests of society equally, with special attention to those that need help the most. We're not just experiencing an economic boiling point stemming from social and political crisis. I believe we are experiencing a deepening crisis in our values. In many pursuit of needing more, bigger, better, we are losing sight of what is important. We are losing touch with our responsibilities to one another and to our shared existence as human beings on this earth. In this time, I firmly believe that education will see us through. Our world today needs more educated thinkers and motivated doers to filter out the noise, to deal down to the heart of our challenges, and to influence responsible change. Gentlemen, our world needs thinkers and doers like you. Our world needs a new generation of leaders with a commitment to ethical conduct, leaders committed to progressive and judicious social change and growth, leaders who resist the rhetoric and the extremist ideologies that foster enmity within their own culture and within global society, leaders who profess tolerance in an age of intolerance, and finally leaders who profess compassion in a world where compassion is absent, and where the notion of sowing the right seeds for the future of our children, for your children. Gentlemen, this is your mandate. This is your privilege and honor, and this is the word that you will share with impart to your fellow men. As you leave this 150 acres that you have called home, you are living with a blue-chip education that sets you apart. Some of you come to Trinity-Pawling from families where a good education was expected. Some of you have families who had to overcome steep obstacles to get you here. But as of today, you are all fortunate. With an education from this school, you have so much opportunity in front of you. There is no doubt that all of you want to succeed. But if you don't do good as well, if you don't live a compassionate life, then your material success will never be enough. So, as a husband, as a father, and as a man, here is what I want to tell you today. Live by the motto of your soon-to-be alma mater, commitment to character, all done to feed us in virtues, and you will not go wrong. All done to your sense of self, your curiosity, your love of learning, your unfettered imagination of what can be. Hold on to your values and always, always treat others as you would want to be treated. Live an authentic life. Live a compassionate life. And live a life imbued with goodness and guts. Make all the things happen, gentlemen, and I promise you, success, true success, will surely follow. Buona fortuna, class of 2012. Congratulations.